Hey everybody, Friday evening, but Neve Nugget day 11, not missing a day, haven't missed a day yet since the start of the year. And this one's around being really stubborn, resilient, determined around your goals, whatever you decide to follow through on it. And I have a good funny example this morning. This idea for today's nugget came to me already at 7:30 this morning when I was swimming laps in the pool. So I've started to swim laps every Wednesday and Friday morning at 7 a.m. It's a fantastic way to start the day. For me, I mean, I'm enjoying it. But I noticed on Wednesday there was a problem with my goggles. So I brought a spare pair just in case. And when I was swimming, and I brought them inside the pool, and I was tightening my goggles, they were annoying me, and they snapped. So my good, expensive goggles that are not that old snapped and are broken, Speedo. And so I took my spare pair out. I put them on, my spare pair. And I was swimming with them and noticed, man, what is it? That there was water going in, like flooding in to the right goggle, to the right eye. So, hey, welcome whoever's joined. It doesn't show me who, but I forgot to share this over to my Facebook group called Rise Up, by the way. Hey, Heike, welcome. Okay, I'm telling a story about my goggles this morning, Heike, when I was swimming. This is nuts. So I swam 60 laps of the pool. That was my goal, right? I drove in order to swim 60 laps. And this is about 10 laps in that I discover, or not even, maybe 8 laps in, I discover water flooding in. So I'm swimming like that. And I thought, what is this? And I stopped and I pressed it and it was literally like sticking out. So I had these goggles that I had to go really tight with. I mean, I have a filter on right now because my eye, there's a real ring around my eye because I had to put it so tight so the water wouldn't go in that eye. And this eye I just forgot about. So I swam because here's why I continued to swim. And I did my 60 laps, 1.5 kilometers. I did it with one eye closed like that. Because I swim with my head under the water, crawl. So I swam like that the whole way, which is funny and nuts. And when I was doing it, I thought it was nuts, but it was really good because it was really annoying. So I swam extra fast, but I thought, I am not getting hit. Louise, welcome. Oh, I have to message you, Louise. You've been on my mind today to reply to your message. Yeah, my point here is be stubborn about your goals. I decided this morning I was going to, I woke up at like 6:10 and I show up and I want to, my goal was to swim the 1.5 kilometers. So even though an obstacle clearly got in my way, I thought, I am not leaving here until this is done. I'm not getting up so early and driving here. It's a 15-minute drive to leave because of broken goggles. So I did it, I continued, and I swam like a maniac and got out of the pool and threw those goggles away as well. My point here is about being stubborn about your goals. When you decide that you want something in your life, something that, that's just a small example, but I have big goals too. And there's always going to be, not always, but very, very often life happens. Obstacles will get in your way. You say, yeah, I want to do that. I want to do that thing. I want to become that thing. I want to have that thing. Things are always going to show up to get in your way. But it's your mindset, that stubborn mindset that says, no, I decided, I committed, and I want this for me. I want this for me. So don't give up. That was me this morning in the pool. I thought, God damn it, I'm not getting out of this pool. I'm not giving up. So I swam. For people who are popping on who didn't hear the story at the beginning, I swam 1.5 kilometers with an eye closed. Oh, Nadine has just popped on. Nadine, you'll find this funny. Yeah, my goggles broke this morning, so I was stubborn about my goal of swimming 1.5 kilometers. So I swam the whole 1.5 kilometers with my eye closed. Okay, I did take a few breaks so I could open that eye a bit, but But yeah, that's just an example, and it happens all the times in my coaching groups and with coaching individual clients, and with me also. I know it very well. It's just par for the course. Prepare for obstacles, because obstacles will come up, and it's how you deal with the obstacles that makes the difference, because obstacles come up for everybody. So many people make goals, and it's the ones who can manage the obstacles. They're the winners, because we all make goals, and it's so easy to give up. But Heike says, how this fits: that was my decision today. My health insurance and taxes rose, and I was in a field where I could say, let's forget it and retire. Nadine is laughing. I knew you would laugh, Nadine. Can you just imagine me? It was me. I literally had one goggle glass thing hanging out, and I was just swimming away. But yeah, going back to Heike, I love this, Heike. You didn't say let's forget it. You said, no, I want this for me. I want this for me. So how can I create it for me? If you're in a pool, and how can I create it for me? Close your eye. If you're in a situation where unexpected bills come in, you say, well, how can I create this for me? What else can I do? Closing your eye won't help with that one, but like I says, but my mind does not work like that anymore. Excellent. It's all a mind game, guys. It's the game of life. I decided to overcome this and earn enough and plan better, and I will double my income. I will show them. Yes, exactly that. And that's the gift in it. That is the gift in it. Actually, truthfully, I get so curious about, because I know this, I know how life works, and that it continuously puts things in front of us. And I remember in the pool thinking, this is interesting. Like, I'm choosing to see this as a good thing that my goggle broke. And I was getting curious about, well, why could that be good? Why could that be good? And I remember in the pool, it's kind of a lonely place, but it's meditative. And I was thinking, it will strengthen my eye muscles, because I haven't done that for a while. I was thinking, that must surely be good for this eye. So that was one good thing I saw from it. So I mean, that's mindset as well, isn't it? It's like you don't sit there and go, oh, darn it, poor me, look at this unlucky thing that happened to me, I'm just going to give up and go home. It's like, okay, I'm just going to work with it. And I found it quite humorous, actually. And so does Nadine. I'm sure hopefully you all find it humorous. Because, you just, if you can take these things in a humorous way, just decide to make it fun, guys. All those challenges. And it's fun, the decision to double your income and plan better, Heike. I mean, what a gift, man. That's the thing. When we get challenges in our life, it forces us to step up. It's like, here's another example. Like, the father of my children is away in Nairobi for 6 weeks. And usually we share the children, they sleep at his house 50% of the time. So I have the gift of having my children for 6 weeks with me all the time. And I'm like, oh my God. But it's the gift in it is I've decided, okay, meal plan. I'm going to batch cook. It's all going in the freezer. There's going to be a rota. My children are really stepping up with their, and I've told them, I've warned them already. Even my daughter has made herself a little rota for cleaning and, doing basic things every day. They are not leaving their bedrooms without their bed made in the morning. And what gifts, what gifts, instead of me saying, oh, poor me, that I have to do that, that I have to manage all of that on my own for 6 weeks. It's like, what a gift. I get to choose that, though. I get to decide, well, how can I make this work for me? How can I make this work for me? And, there's lots of gifts in there. So it's always about perspective. And stubbornness as well comes back into it. Being stubborn, stubbornly deciding that, well, I'm going to make this work. And one sure way that will help you to make it work is having a positive mindset and a sense of humor about whatever is showing up in your life. So hope that helps you all. And thanks for tuning in on Friday evening. I've had a busy day, but I'm glad that I stubbornly got my day 11 in too. So thanks. Hey Peter, hey Rachel. I'm just finishing up, but do watch the replay. It's a good message, and especially if you have a goal in your life. If you don't make one, think, what is it that I want for me in my life? What do I truly want for me? What do I want to create? Because The first step is getting clear about what you want to create for yourself. And the majority of people don't even know clearly and specifically. I just sent that to a client today. It's like, what does that look like? When she was saying she wanted to have a happier life and more connected, like, what, if you had that, what specifically would it look like? Oh, my speaker just went, that noise, the battery, that was what that was. But getting really clear and specific about what you want is the first step. Heike says, I find it funny. Good, Heike. This word stubborn, it is possible to say, okay, you test me and I come with you. Yeah. You know what I think as well is great? And I commented this on a post today too. It's like when you know that obstacles are coming up or are going to come up for you, when you decide, okay, so imagine this, if I'm working with a client and we say, okay, I have this goal and I'm going to do this and this and this to get there. And then I say, well, okay, there's going to be a gremlin that's going to come, and be excited about the gremlin and how are you going to deal with the gremlin, inverted commas, whatever challenge or obstacle comes up along the way, in order to strengthen you, when you're prepared for it and you don't go, oh, poor me, that means I have to give up. Instead you go, knew you were coming. I'm ready for you. No, even welcoming, welcome, you're here. Okay, so how am I going to deal with you? No matter what it is, you always get to choose your perspective. So make it a positive one. Make it a positive one that will serve you, that you are in control of. And I get it, sometimes we can just feel defeated. I really get it, life can really challenge us at sometimes. But in those situations, get support and choose to work through it and never give up on yourself. Never give up on yourself. You are worthy and deserving of whatever it is that you want in your life. Have a great weekend, but I'll be popping in tomorrow, day 12, Neve Nugget, and on Sunday. That's my commitment to myself. Quick shares. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.